Hey guys, it's December 16th today. Right now I'm sitting on a piece of public land a couple hundred yards off of a food source here in a finger of timber, and hopefully the deer are going to be coming by here in about an hour or so. But on today's video, you're going to be watching a hunt from a couple days back when I went down to Branson and met up with Cole Oliver. We ended up doing some deer drives down on some public land, so that's what you're going to be watching today. If you want to see how my week goes hunting late season on public land this week, then you'll want to check back in next week on the Deer Driven YouTube channel and follow along and see how I did. But for now, enjoy the video. So you want to explain what we're doing here?
Yeah. I don't really know exactly what we're doing. We're out here on this piece of public that's got a few thousand acres, and a lot of it's more open. They have a variety of types of fields. There's some ag fields out here, there's CRP fields, and it's got a lot of different fingers of timber that go place to place. And so really what we're going to try to do is see if we can't get eyes on something, and if we can't find anything, we're going to drive around right now and just kind of look and see what the different fields look like, see what the timber looks like. We might split up and try to see if one person can bump something to the other guy, or I mean, really we can try anything. I'm interested in this piece right over here.
Is there a pond in the middle of it?
It looks like there's a couple up in there.
If he jumps something out of there, where do you think it's going?
Well, first thing is we got to figure out what way is the wind blowing. Is it coming out of the south? So if that's the case, then we're going to have to go around this thing and come in that backside.
So we got a spot picked out where Cole is going to try and wind bump this area around a pond just off the road, not very far. I'm going to walk up before he gets started and get set up on the downwind side of this piece and hopefully get in a spot to intercept deer coming out of there. It's a good bed right here. Fresh poop in it. It's a good sign. So I guess I have my spot picked out. The selection wasn't that good, but I'm just looking out over this brushy field right here in front of me. There's a line of hedge trees that separates this beginning of this field where I'm at from some CRP, and then that CRP leads into that finger of timber that has that pond in it. So we're hoping those deer are in that. They're probably going to be in the shade with it being this hot, and then hoping they'll be right next to a pond. So I can shoot pretty good over the top of this field, but I'm thinking that there's enough cover here that the deer are going to feel like they're far enough from Cole by the time that they get up to this field that they're going to slow down and hopefully present a shot.
I'm about to move straight up through. You can kind of see that pond back in there. This group of trees. Finger is all the way over there. It's got this nice CRP that wraps around. It's a real nice track. There it is again. I'll follow him. Now this is where I would expect to buck the bed. Up in this crap. Sherman! I think that was a buck, actually. Oh, look at the place that he was bedded in. He's bedded like right down in the middle of all that. It's perfect cover. Cover literally all around him. And he can see everything out there in that field.
We'll just jump a deer of some kind. I guess the deer didn't run in my direction. I never saw anything.
There's only one, and my guess is that it peeled off over there. Because it was like early on, it was by that big pond. Dude, it is buckbrush galore in there. I don't even think she knows we're here.
Yeah, she does.
Back to the right.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna end up in that cover again.
Just straight in from that parking lot. But I might see if I can find a spot to sit over on this little edge. That way I can see kind of down through those fields.
Okay.
Alright, see you in a little bit.
Yep. Alright, I'm heading into the third spot that we're gonna drive today. Cole's gonna go set up on the far north end of this place. I'm working in here to one of the fingers on the south side. I'm gonna try and push his direction. We got a south wind, so I'm hoping to wind bump stuff rather than actually jump it up. So this is kind of our last go. There is potential that something could happen, so.
I'm in here in the middle of a bunch of thick stuff, and this is the most open spot that I could find. I can shoot, like 15 yards to my left, 10 or 15 to my right.
There went a doe, there went another deer. Unfortunately, they went the wrong direction. One of them might have went the right way. There's a couple deer up here, you probably can't see them. They're at about 80 yards. I can see at least one doe. She's right there. She's walking to the right. I think I saw 2 deer at least move. They don't really know what to do, I guess. But I'm gonna try and convince her to go towards Cole, I guess. I think it's that same group of does. They're standing up 150, 200 yards from me. I guess I just gotta keep kicking them ahead. Eventually they'll make it down to Cole.
go. I cannot believe that this freaking one.
Did you just shoot one? Yeah, I did. No way. Did you literally just shoot it?
Just shot it.
I heard thrashing.
Well, that's why I whistled at you. Because I don't know if did you know you busted deer?
Yeah, I think I pushed the same, was it a group of like 4 or 5 does?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, I think I bumped them like 2 or 3 times. My phone died, so I couldn't talk to you.
I hear stuff definitely running through that field. They were in that field. So I turned around and flipped that on, and I got my bow and I sat down, and I saw them, and they were coming in the woods, and they were actually walking towards you. And they stopped, and I was like, man, he's gonna end up running them just right back on me. And then I could hear you walking, and they started moving that way, and so I whistled at you, but then they stopped and they're like, what? And they like looked at me, and they're back behind all that crap, so I didn't have a shot. And then even though I kept whistling at you to try to get you to stop walking because it was pushing them, and I thought it was going to push them out back into that field or something, they did like a loop and they came right over here, and I just they like lined up. There was multiple like right in front of each other, but I shot the one that was in front. I could just see like the front shoulder. I think I put a good shot on her.
Is it a nice one?
Yeah, it was a fat doe. But they ran back that way. So it kind of sucks that we're gonna have to put some work in, but I thought it was kind of a cool shot, you know.
Yeah, that is cool.
And so we're coming back in the woods, right back where we had first blood. I'm gonna track her. I'm hoping that she's just laying dead right over here in the woods somewhere. So
I bet she is.
Huh?
I bet she is.
I hope so. Definitely have some blood and hair right there.
Oh yeah.
So okay, I'm just gonna get this flashlight out just
Yeah.
because these leaves are dark. Unbelievable. If that's the only spot of blood that we end up finding. Is there bubbles in that? I can't tell.
I don't know, it's hard to say.
Here's some. Almost seems like she's bleeding out both sides.
What did we find up here?
Found her. She looks pretty fat.
Nice
Yeah.
doe. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think we were gonna find her for a second.
I didn't either.
How far do you think she went?
You think like 70, 80?
It felt like a long ways because of how hard we had to track
I know,
her.
but we were just going. We came out to this public land, and we were trying to do some bumps. We were looking specifically for places that were real thick with cover because it was hot. So we were looking for places that had a lot of shade and then that were near water. And we jumped a real big deer earlier on, and then we just ran out of places to go. And so we took a nap for a while, laying in a field, and then just decided with about an hour and a half of light left, we decided to go try this piece that looked like it was pretty thick. And so I dropped Sherman off on the south end and came up to the north side, and there's fields on both sides of this finger, and I got right in the middle of it in the most open area that I possibly could. And sure enough, Sherman ran her, and like, I don't even know how many does there were, at least 5. They ran right up on me and put a freaking good shot on her. I was kind of surprised. I wasn't sure if it was going to be that good or not, because I saw her duck and turn real hard whenever I shot. But it turned out really good. She only went like, I don't know, probably 80 yards.